Solve the system of nonlinear equations using a graphing tool. What is the x-coordinate of the point of intersection? So when you see graphing tool, you want to think of things like a graphing calculator or online resources like Desmos.com. So first I'll show you how to solve the system using graphing calculator like this one. This is an example of one. This is a TI-84 Plus Silver Edition. So since both equations have the y by itself, we can type them into the calculator by clicking on and going to the y equals button. So we can now type both of these into y1 and y2. So the first equation has exponents, so we're going to have to use what's called a caret key, which is the little up arrow right under the clear key. So x to the third, or x cubed, will be x caret 3 plus 3x caret 2, 3x squared, plus 3x plus 5. Then I'll scroll down to now type in the second equation, negative x squared, or negative x caret 2, minus 6x minus 13. Now that both equations are typed into the calculator, if I hit graph, I'll see a picture of what this system looks like. So here are my two equations graphed, and I can see where they're intersecting, but I can't exactly tell for sure what that point is. So I need the calculator to tell me 100% what that point of intersection is. So I'll hit second trace to bring me to the calculate menu. And if you see number 5, if I scroll down and hit enter, or if I just hit 5, will bring me my intersecting point. Now the cursor's on the first equation, so I'll hit enter. The cursor's on the second equation, so I'll hit enter. Now it's guessing that they're intersecting at 0, negative 13, so I need to move my cursor over to be about where it should be intersecting and hit enter. So now the screen at the bottom reads that the intersection is x equals negative 3, y equals negative 4. So that's our intersecting point, negative 3, comma, negative 4. And the x-coordinate would be negative 3, so our answer would be A. So using the calculator, we were able to find the intersecting point. But what if you don't have a graphing calculator? That's when the online resource Desmos.com comes in handy. So this is what the website looks like, desmos.com/calculator. And I can type my equations in. So my first equation, I have to type in the y equals. And then x to the third, so x, but now the caret on your keyboard is shift 6. And then I need to make sure I move out of the exponent by using the right arrow. So then x to the third plus 3x shift 6 2, right arrow, plus 3x plus 15. Then I can click the second box to type in my second equation, negative x shift 6 2, negative, oh, I forgot my y equals. So if I forget anything at any time, I can use my mouse to click where I need and go back and type in y equals and then go back. So now y equals negative x squared minus 6x minus 13. And if I click in my graph area, I can see my graph of my system and click where they're going to intersect. And if you hover, you can see your point of intersection. Now I'm noticing it's different from the graphing calculator, but I'm noticing my original equation shouldn't have been plus 15, should have been plus 5. But like I mentioned earlier, if you make a mistake, you can always go back to your equation and click anywhere within the equation and just hit the backspace. So now I have my correct system. I should have had x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 5. And now if I click on the graph and hover, my point of intersection matches my graphing calculator. Now I have negative 3, comma, negative 4. So your graphing tool is only as good as the system you type into it. So you have to be very careful and always check your work at the equations you're typing in. But here again, negative 3, negative 4, we still have an x value of negative 3, still making our answer choice A.